Yo, YouTube, what it is. It's your boy Mac Miles Trucking. Subscribe, like, check out my videos, man. Super fresh and new to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take y'all along this journey with me as I make these next moves in trucking or whatever. You know, this little company I'm rocking with, man, a little local situation. And in the future, man, I'm looking to get my own truck. Um, Kind of in dilemma right now and trying to make a decision um, on which truck to get. Um, and I'm in between on if I want to get a pre-emission truck or if I want to just go ahead and go for the DEL DGI truck. Uh, my first truck that I leased was a 2012 Cascadia, pretty damn good running truck. Um, Had DEL. You know, my second truck that I leased was Peterbilt 386, and another good running truck, man. Pretty strong truck. I'm looking for something exactly like that 386. Um, the one I had was a 2010 Cummins 10-speed, um, and out of both of those trucks, man, they were both DEL. Neither one of them really gave me problems outside of the, regular stuff that may go wrong. You know, with these trucks, you're gonna have some issues here and there, but I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time in the shop, man. I know some of them are hit and miss, but I'm kind of in dilemma, man. Trying to decide if I should go pre-emission or emissions, whatever. Um, um, right now, my list looks like, um, for what I like, for what I've researched so far, the ones that I really want. Peterbilt 386, top of my list with a Cummins 13 speed in it. Looking at either a 2013 or 14. I'm thinking that about that point, them issues that they had before is kind of minimal. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of issues with mine. Early on, I had a few back-to-back issues, but nothing really crazy outside of the norm. But yeah, the top of the list right now, man, is the Peterbilt 386. Uh, Anywhere from a 12 to a 14. I'm looking at with Cummins in it. Second thing on my list is Kenworth T600. All the years before '07. Um, I'm really trying to stay away from a cat motor because this is kind of go. I'm trying to treat this like my first truck because all those other trucks, those other two trucks were leased, and this is gonna be my thing. So, trying to make the right decision. I just don't think cat motors would be smart for me to do. Um, Not right now. But I'm looking for one of them with either N14 red top or ISX, Kenworth T600, maybe '07, '08 with the DPF or something like that. I don't know. And the third choice would be a T660, anywhere from about a 10 to 14, 2014, with an ISX motor in it as well coming. Um, and I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of in dilemma because I'm like, in one breath, man, I'm looking like, okay, I can go and get an older truck anywhere from a 95 to about up to '07 or '05 or something like that to go pre-admission. But I started driving in like '06, '07. My first truck I ever drove was a '05. So I'm wondering, like, man, if I find a '95, I might be in a culture shock a little bit because you know, those probably are the better, stronger running trucks. But I've never even drove a truck that old, man. So when I when I go look at these trucks that's a '95 or a 2000, maybe a '01, '02 pre-emission truck, I get in inside of those trucks. I'm looking like, oh, this look a little historic, look like a dinosaur. So I'm kind of feeling like it may make sense for me to just stick with the newer trucks. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, at least nothing older than about a '06, '07. I was looking at some Freightliners, man, and it's like when you go back that old in the Freightliners, it's like, oh wow, this is old. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm kind of in the research process, man, and eliminating certain things and ironing things out, trying to make sure I make the right pick. You know, um, I've been doing my research. I really have, man. I've been researching the kind of motors that I want to get. Right now, I'm stuck on the Cummins, whether it's an N14 red top or a Cummins ISX. Them N14s look like they kind of stopped around 2000, maybe '01. Um, Everything after that is either ISM, M11, or ISX. So right now, I know more about an ISX because I had one than I do all those other ones. I know the N14s are pretty strong from what I hear. But yeah, YouTube, I'm kind of there with it, man. Kind of there with it, man. I would go pre-admission, but I'm like, man, pre-admission. I'm gonna deal with an older truck, man. With an older truck, unless I'm getting it off of an owner operator that's had it and taken care of it, then it's kind of, you kind of really rolling the dice with that because yeah, it's an older truck and it's got that pre-emission motor and setup on it, but what about all the other stuff? You know what I mean? Fifth wheel, shocks, frame, all the other stuff that could be outdated and need time to, Um, I'm really not starting this with a lot. I'm starting it with enough. Um, I'm just trying to really uh, make the right move, man. My next move got to be my best move, and it's kind of crazy to see that this company I'm with now, man. When our trucks break down, we get in rentals or whatever. But right now, I'm renting probably my favorite truck, Peterbilt 386. Um, I've had nothing but the best experiences with it. This is the second one I've been in as far as the rental goes, and I actually leased one for about a year uh, with the last company I drove with. Leased it for about a year, and I ended up giving it back, man. I just didn't like the whole feel of the leasing thing. I leased their truck from their company, so when they slowed down and the work slowed down, I still had to fix my truck, still had to pay the note. I just didn't care for that whole setup. So it was a walk away, lease purchase type of situation. So um, I jumped out of there, gave them their keys back, and you know, I'm gonna do my own thing the way I want to do it. Whether I go to a dealership or whether I find an owner operator off of truck paper or commercial truck trade or something like that. Um, but at least I'll be able to kind of operate on my own, and do it the way I want to do it. I do want to do the own authority thing, but I think it makes a lot of sense to lease on to somebody first to get back in that in that game and see what the freight lanes look like, and you know, I have yet to be with a company to where I can pick my own freight. I think it's important to at least do that for at least 6 months to a year to get a good feel for it. I've leased a truck, but I've leased trucks with companies where you get dispatched. They pick your freight for you, and they give you a list of three. You know, you get a list of three. It's either this, or that. You don't want neither. Well, we ain't got nothing for you. You know what I mean? Um, so I just think it's important, man. I'm doing the research right now and trying to figure out the truck I'm gonna need for what I'm gonna do. But um, the plan is to get my own authority eventually. But you know, right now I'm looking at getting a truck first. Getting a truck, lease it on to a carrier in my area, and you know, rock out with that, see what that look like, and then jump in my own authority. I got a couple of friends with their own authority, man, but it's kind of offering me to run up under them. But I'd rather have my own thing, man. You know, I feel like once you lease like I lease, man, with companies with their trucks, it's kind of, man, they kind of tell you how to move and when to move, and yeah, they tell you no force dispatch, man, but I think that's all just technicality, man. They tell you all that, and then they be forcing stuff on you. Uh, so yeah, that's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at, man. I'm really loving these 386s, man. Every time I get in one, I had a bad experience with it. I'm a 6'4" guy, so I got the plenty of the leg room that's necessary. The bed area ain't as big as it should be, but it's big enough, man. You ain't doing no sleeping. You know, and, what's important is the space up here with these two seats at, man, and that engine. You know what I'm saying? Cummins is strong, boy. I mean, man, I can feel a huge difference from my regular, normal, everyday truck that I'm in, the little day cab. From that to this, it's got a little 13 speed in it too, and man, it's a big difference, especially coming from that automatic to the stick. Grinding these gears, boy. Automatic get you lazy, man. Yes, sir. Them automatics get you lazy. I miss driving these bad boys, man. You feel like you're more in control of the truck with the stick shift. Straight up. Straight up, man. But yeah, I'm at my last drop, YouTube. Third shifting it out here, with your boy Mac Trucking. You know what I'm saying? Out here making moves, getting to this money. Trying to make sure my next move is solid, man, and all off the muscle, man. I ain't borrowing from nobody. I ain't loaning from nobody. I'm doing this all myself, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this all myself, man. For real. Leasing nobody trucks ever again. None of that. I don't want none of that. I know that leasing can work, man. It really could. Um, I just felt like I kind of got a way out of it, and I'm thankful I was able to get up out of it. My next move, I'm gonna make sure I don't even have to look at the leasing places no more. You know, I go to a dealership and operate with them like that, straight through the business. You know what I'm saying? Money down. You dig? All right, YouTube, comment on this. Let me know what you think, man, about what I'm saying in this video. All right, I got some more videos coming. Subscribe, like, check me out, man. Mac Trucking. Deuce.